The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have some fun. Now, tablet and pen. When you get that tab in front of you, write down today's date. You see, I'm a person that likes timelines. I got these goals. Let's write it down. Let's go get them. Let's write down the steps. No excuse. That's just me. All right. See, I accomplished my dreams. Now I like to help you. Very simple. Today, this is live. I'm live. 6 days a week, we get to play if you pay attention. Now, understand today, no pictures, no recording. I need you to put it here. It has to be habit forming. There's the goal. So you know how to play. Now, understand a couple of things. I like goodies. You know, I'm online 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. You want to play? You want to really get there? Now we got to talk about rags to riches. What can I say? I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. She put me in a trash can. Mrs. Hope got me, and she used and abused me too. What am I supposed to do? Now, I got two problems, and I got to kind of warn you about that. Unfortunately, both sides of the brain kind of work. I write with both hands and talk at the same time. Got an IQ of 203. They told me I was retarded as a kid. I thought they were just stupid, but my problem is I end up rhyming all the time. So understand, you're going to have to deal with it. But you know what? I did write two rap songs. Famous. They became #1. But the bottom line is if you like that kind of music too. So look behind that curtain. That's the goal. Money for a rainy day. That was good. When I was a kid, they kept saying money for a rainy day. Well, what does that really mean? They couldn't explain it to me. So I gave a solution. You ready to get this solution? Pull out your credit cards or your purse or wallet. Now. Now. You see, what I want you to do is put on the back of them a sticky. I want to make it sure it's dummy proof, okay? I want you to write down Ray's rules, write down $100,000 now. I want you to basically listen to the rules and tools that I designed when I was training Ken Yarborough, security chief of TRW and Experian. Wow. Here's the goal. It's very simple. All right. Every card has to say 25% maintained all the time, never past 29%. Now, if you did that for the $100,000 of credit, these two cards in my hand, that would have left you $71,000 of safety credit. 71,000 in case blank hits the fan, loss of job, or pandemic. Here you go. Here's your line of defense. No excuses from now on. Ultimate goal. Don't put all your ducks in a row. I asked what that meant too. Reality is they couldn't explain it to me, so let me explain it to you. Got it? Oh, you got a corporation? Oh, goody. You spend thousands for a piece of paper that is free, and you didn't learn diddly squat. Sorry, it's probably true. If you look on the Secretary of State's website today about your corporation, you'll see the corporation. You'll see your name. When they sue it, they sue you. Wow, you're a duck. Sorry, it's true. You see, when you look at the banks and the grocery stores in the cities, their parent company run divisions, or no, they run subsidiaries, branch numbers. So they bankrupt a piece and then they write up on their taxes. While most people like you, sorry to say, you go home and got boo-hoo-hoo. That has to stop today. We're going to do it my way. I invented division process in 85, 86. So if a division screws up, I get rid of the piece, as long as I have no intent to do fraud. I'll explain it to you too. Oh, let's don't put all our ducks in a row. Oh, let's say we do. They couldn't make up their mind. So what did it mean? Corporation with 3 divisions. There you go. What does that do? $1 million. And you never bring the pain home. You see, I made a promise to myself as a kid that I'd never get married and have kids unless I came up with a system that basically foolproof. I can't bring that pain home. I didn't find one, so I had to develop my own. Isn't that fun? It's called Let Me Blueprint You Today. You need a corporation with 3 divisions minimum. So the bottom line is the lack of knowledge is what? It makes us do stupid things. People aren't stupid in most cases, but the lack of knowledge makes us do stupid things. Sorry to say it's true. If you're chasing the goal, ask yourself a question. Which one are you? Make a decision today. See, what happens is most people, sorry to say, you didn't learn, all right, and you made the biggest mistake, not understanding how most people make the mistake, understanding what? SSN, SS4. This is the biggest mistake everybody makes coming out of school too. Let's understand the rules and tools. We get to play. So we get a Social Security number, all right, Social Security card, no problem. We have to understand 2 things on this. When Nixon took the gold standard out, before he did that, our government and president confiscated all the gold. Yeah, they took it away from people. You couldn't have gold. But then Nixon took the gold standard out. What does that mean? A lot of things. And what did he get to do? Every woman signs the SSN for the baby. Within 2 hours, coming out going, wow, wow, wow. It's true. That way they can bond the baby up to $35 million apiece and print some more money. So let's understand. People got credit cards in the 70s and 80s without applying with their SSN. It came in the mail. But then a lot of silly people followed like ducks and sheep and screwed it up for the world today. So we're going to look at we the people. Now, what does that mean? That means every dollar we bring in because we were given an SSN is tax, 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 and probate when we're dead. Then they reach in the grave and take the rest of it too. That's just the truth. See, the next thing you have to understand is SS4. How does the bank and the grocery store in the city file bankruptcy on a piece, get a tax credit? Oh, they have a separate tax ID. See, they learned to play a long time ago, but not you. You didn't learn to play. Let's look at the SS4. See, we're going to compare SS5 to SS4. Got it? It says on line 1 right in front of you, legal name of entity, corporation, division, subsidiary. It also says, or your name, individual person. Huh. We could use some common sense today. So your name could be on line 1, and you can allow me to build credit reports for you if you want to. So the SSN is 1040 tax return. The SS4 is the 1120 tax return. They call that a tax ID. By the way, you never had to bring the pain home. That was silly and dumb. Sorry to say, it's true. You see, this gives you truly a second chance. Why would any grown-up bring the pain home to their family and their kids? I'll never understand that. So let's look at the United States of America Incorporated, okay? They got 50 corporations. Wow. They call them cities. They call them states. States get, or corporations, they call them cities. So they planned the problem, as I'm trying to get you to think about it too. And then they invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy into the Federal Protection Act. So they can bankrupt the debts of a city and stay in business in front of you. You might want to learn to play today, because we, the people, we're ducks and sheep. But a corporation's a legal person. If you want to learn to play, you stop bringing the pain home. Put all your ducks in a row. Now, why did I create division process? Pretty simple. I wanted to file division so it's private. Nobody could see it. It wouldn't be anybody's face. So basically what I wanted to do is not bring the pain home like you. And then from there, I wanted a second chance. That's what I did for me. Once you do it for yourself too. Basically 9 divisions are what you want today. I want you to think about, here's my dashboard. On my dashboards, I've been an affiliate for 39 years now. I'm allowed to use SSN, SS4. Look on the bottom right there. I can pick SSN or SS4. Now, I can request a credit report system, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax under tax ID. So why don't we do it for a person, corporation, division, subsidiary? What do you think? See, a division of me. So every tax ID system, through my system, I can set up credit reports and we can get that money. You see, here's the problem. Sorry to tell you. Your personal credit, you jacked up, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more, you couldn't write out diddly squat. Why would anybody bring the pain home and jack up their credit? Corporate credit, you get to write off the interest rate in the credit card. You get to build it on its own corporation, its own divisions too. Wow. But then you have to learn to play. Let's see, I'll show you what I learned today. I learned basically as a little kid that a corporation's a legal person. Once you write down division of me, write it down. Just for the fun of it. You see, here's what happens. All right, I'm going to show you something I obtained. One of the Lamborghinis in the collection. All right, it's only $1 million Lamborghini. Now, if I guarantee it and I do it through SSN and I can't pay that $6,800 a month, then they basically take it away. And then they give it to the IRS and give me a 1099-C. Now I got two problems, IRS and the creditor too. I really screwed up. Oh, that's what you did? Okay, well, let's understand. If I put that to the corporation and they sue the corp, they still sue me because I'm the officer. So are you. And that kind of dumb too. How are we supposed to do this, Ray? Well, what we do is we take that division and we basically buy the Lamborghini through the division. Got it? Now, I just showed you I can sign by SSN, SS4. Got it? I'm going to guarantee of an SS4, which is a division of me. Got it? So that way I have no intent to do fraud. So let's understand that first. If I got a problem with that Lamborghini or that division, I'm going to do the 3-step I invented for you. Can you write it down? I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Can you write that down? If I can't save it, because I'm going to try for 6 months to save it, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it under the Federal Protection Act, like the cities, the grocery stores, and the banks do. I'm allowed to do the same thing. It's called the United States of America Incorporated. So understand, it's like when you sign that building to that lease in your corporation's name, they screw that corporation, it didn't work or something, and they go after the corp, they go after you. You're still a duck. You brought the pain home. That kind of sucks. Sign the lease as a division, and you guarantee it as a division of you. That way you protect the corp and your family. Is that okay? But then you got to learn to play some more too. Bottom line is when you buy the house, the next thing is about SSN, SS4. Every dollar we bring into SSN is tax, 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 and probate when we're dead, and they reach in and take the rest of it too through probate. If not, we look at the SS4. We don't pay tax until we're profitable. We're allowed to pay all the bills first. Pay the bills after we get the leftover, or pay the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. Which you think we should do? Wow. You see, your biggest problem is you. Sorry. Now let's understand. Here's $1 million card. Yeah, up to $1 million. Did you know under the Fair Lending Act and the Credit Services Act, you can get 99 cards off one card if you want to? So my question, would you like 9 sisters? Would you like more? I'll just get out my tablet here and my little cards. I've been collecting these since I was basically 9.5 years old. How many would you like? Oh, that book? Let's get the other book and the other book, the other book. Yeah. You see, I don't back myself in a corner like you. The ultimate goals base is simple. Division of me and a division for each item. Now understand, I want you to build a corporate umbrella. Can you pay attention to that? You see, if you got a corporation today, I'll build you up to $1 million of cash credit if you allow me to off my cards too, and ask for separate billing for you. But I need you to look at Secretary of State today. I want you to search your corporation or find your name on it. And remember, when they sue the corp, they tend to sue you. That makes you a duck. If you use your home address, that's called stupid. I want you to change it right away because you just told the world where you live. Now that's how you got the junk calls and the robocalls and the junk mail too. You see, you got to pay attention today. But the bottom line is, I want you to put your ducks in a row. Is that okay? See, if a corporation is sued, they sue you. That makes you a duck. Well, that sucks. So what if we have divisions of me? Divisions give you the line of defense. And they're privately filed. And guess what? Nobody can find them. It's like a needle in a haystack. I like that, but I got no intent to do fraud. Neither do you, right? And who's going to guarantee the house, the car, the franchise, and all the goodies too? It'll be up to you, but I want a division. I want you to have 2 per item. Is that okay? Now understand, as long as you have no intent to do fraud, what do we get to do? Under the corporation, something goes wrong, we get rid of a division, and you're no longer a duck, because that would suck. So understand, if I get you a corporation, what are we going to do? Let's get you a card up to 100,000 to $1 million. Is that okay? Now, every division is allowed to get the same credit reports and more and more and more, so we can multiply the credit, because you can't do that for you. So would you like $1 million or would you like 10 million? How much would you like? Just let me know, because I can build you as much as you like today. You see, corporate credits are right up, personal credits not. Now, I want you to think about using your brain a little harder today. I'd like you to take a piece of paper in front of you. I'd like you to write down credit equals loan equals money. Go ahead. Now, let's understand what happens. I've been teaching and preaching millionaires to be billionaires for years. I'm the #1 consultant worldwide. Isn't that fun? So we take 100,000. Let's remember, any corporate credit above 10,000 doesn't tend to show up on personal credit report. If I take 100,000 off these Wells Fargo cards, okay, just 100,000, I can reference it by 3, write it down, and I can times it by 5. That creates a line of credit up to $1.5 million. Now, that's borrowed money. Borrowed money is not taxable. We take that line of credit, we go buy a franchise. After all the bills are paid, you now have 38% left over. Is that okay? If you buy an apartment complex, you have up to 41% left over, and the values are going up and away anyway. By the way, that $100,000 would have gave you financial freedom the rest of your life to the corporation. Corporations live forever, you do not. That way you leave a legacy to your family too. Now let's understand, here's a $100 million building across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall. Here's a $1 million Lamborghini, a $5 million mansion that I obtained one of the 39, and here's a $1 million race boat. They have my name on them. Simple to do. That's what I did. Why don't you? Now 100,000 to $1 million. Is that okay? Now as we play, how bad do you want it? How bad would you like to be a corporate millionaire? But again, you got one source that can answer all your questions. By the way, it's me. You want to play? I like goodies. You like all the goodies I obtained? But again, I like to make millionaires, all right, and corporate millionaires. Would you like to be next? It's up to you. You can play. Now, if you let me add you to my credit system that I developed years ago when I was training Ken Yarborough, Security Chief at TRW and Asperian too. And what I have to first do for you is show you the American dream. What you want, give me a goals in your list, and then go get it up and away. Then I have to analyze you. The only way I can tell you the truth is to analyze your personal credit score to see how you're going to be the CFO. 750 within 90 working days. But again, you got to listen, because I'm going to tell you the truth, and you can't take it personally when I tell you to get off your ass and quit being lazy. Now I'm on the line 45 years, 6 days a week. I got no excuses. Now that you met me, neither do you. You got a choice today. We can play. So what I'd like you to think about today is I'm going to have this 3-day review this month. This is where we go about and go through the Millionaires Founders Kit. We're going to go through the real estate system, how I got mansions and millions of dollars in real estate too. And then from there, financial system as well. It's going to be April 28th, 29th, and 30th. If you're in my group that's got 25 people in it currently right now for 6 months, your fee is $1,000 if you sell it during this broadcast only. Every time someone calls the office, well, it's $19.99. Ray says $1,000. Yeah, he says during the webinar. All right, you pay now or you pay then. Make up your mind. Pretty simple. Now, if you want to join us, if you're not one of those groups, it's simple, you can do. So you could join us, and I'll give you a bunch of bonuses as well. This means you get level 1, level 2, level 3. You get all specialty classes and 50,000 of cash credit, about $9,000 bonus. And what happens is today, it's very simple for you. All right, it is $39.99. All right, if it's Zelle, now. If you don't want any bonuses, it's $19.99. There you go. Ultimate goal, it's online with me. What are your goals? What is your goal? What do you want to do? You see, my journey didn't start so easy. I got born in that taxi on the way to Guardian Hospital. She didn't want me. Mrs. Hope used and abused me too. That kind of sucks. So I use myself as an example that you can get through anything, because I'm God's example for you. Is that okay? Now let's understand, your journey can begin with me today. So what did Mrs. Hope do for me? Every morning since I was 3 to 9.5 years old, she dropped me at Redondo Beach Pier at 6:30 in the morning. She would roll down her window. She'd always say one thing. It was all sweet of her. If you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you there to die. She was so sweet. But oh well, what did I get to do? You'd have a trash can. Hell, she stuck me in the garbage can and made me eat the food and take it out and serve it to me too. But I got lucky. Roaming the streets at 4 years old, nobody paid attention. Like I didn't exist. Lady gave me a Bible when I went by the Baptist church in Redondo Beach. It's a Bible. I said, thank you. I was very polite. I was afraid she's going to yell at me. I wanted to burn it. I want to rip it up. I want to tear it away. I want to throw it away. I mean, come on, let's be honest. I'm 4 years old. I just ate breakfast out of a freaking trash can. I got abused the night before. So I got, are you real? Where the blank are you? I challenged God at 4. Ever since I did that day, everything I touch turns into 100 million plus. You see, I got to be the janitor for the karate studio too. And Miss Popelka, Edison Elementary, young man, why are you wearing all those same pants for 3 months? She said that in front of the whole school. She was so sweet. Mrs. Goodwin, how did you get that A on that test? My desk was locked. How did you break in? She accused me of cheating. I had to pretend I was stupid because they were stupid. Because I can write with both hands talk at the same time. They told me I was retarded. I just thought they were stupid. Oh, what can I say? You see, I've been in 2 comas now. First one, I was 5.5. I used my face to stop the bicycle on Delane Street at 42 miles an hour. And then I was crippled for life. Jesus said, get up, I got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. You paying attention yet? You see, all right, whatever you go through, it's okay. God's there for you. Understand, I worked and I went and stayed after school because I worked at TG&Y. If I didn't stay after school that day, I would have been one of the ones that got killed. All right, he saved me again. So I like goodies. You like goodies yet? How many goodies would you like? I'll show you goodies that I obtain all the time. You see, you can get through anything as long as you have faith and persistence. But again, you can't feel sorry for yourself because that didn't do any good. Now, I was kicking the door jam at 10. When I start kicking the basketball hoop, they go, what? It was fun. I hold the record for the highest and fastest kick on the planet. White men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. The Guinness Book of Records came into the YMCA in El Toro. Hey, the first thing he says, where's the wires? Nobody can kick that high. I kicked at the lights and he ran out like a little girl. He did come back. He says, this is aluminum building. There's no wires. No blank, Sherlock. See, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. It doesn't matter where you're born. Look at me. I can fly. Isn't that fun too? How bad do you really want it today to be a corporate millionaire? So I got 8 classes on Saturday you want to go to. I got 10, and 2 of them are private because I got the $1 million dream already, building them to the $100 million too. So if you want me to be your coach for 90 days, 6 months, or a lifetime, let me know. You see, you got to stop bringing the pain home. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman, and we're not stupid. We just need a good coach. I'm the number one. You want to play? Let me know. I'm also truly God's example for you too. I don't hear no. When someone says no, I just want to figure, okay, thank you, have a nice day, figure it out myself, because no doesn't mean no. Understand 1,000 steps to millionaire, learning to be a certified CFO, the Ray Reynolds University, leaving $10 billion to when I die, eventually too. Now I wanted to help people for free when I was 26, when I brought in 2.6 billion corporate structure, but no one wanted to play with me. My wife calls this my hobby. So here's what I'm going to do today for you. Whatever you invest today, don't be surprised I give you back 100% back your money, or times 10 through personal business credit. Is that okay? I just want to take away your excuses. All right, here's a corporation managing divisions, because if your corp does business and they sue you, that'd be kind of silly and dumb. We're going to look at Wells Fargo, B of A, Chase, and US Bank, because they file bankruptcy on locations called branch numbers. You see, you got to learn to play. All right, and they even got a tax credit for what they did for you themselves too. Sam's Club, Geico. Cities file bankruptcy. So what's the first goal for you? Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. From here, what do we get to do? I started on this blueprint when I was 9.5 years old. It's called See It, Believe It, Go Get It. Okay, can you write that down? So here we go again. The 14th Amendment and the Constitution and the Supreme Court says that corporations are a legal person. We the people. Oh, good. Let's pay tax, 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 and probate till we're dead. Over here, we don't pay tax till we're profitable. Now, understand, there are people who want to stay out of the system, try to hide from the IRS too. Kind of stupid. All you got to do is go to irs.gov, download a 1244, and file one tax return called an S corporation. You almost pay no tax anyway. There you go. See, my thought of the week is pretty simple. Here comes the problem. What are you going to do? Ah! Well, you better deal with it or it'll deal with you. There you go. Pretty simple. So let's repackage your life, because I don't like the way you do things anyway. Sorry. Corporation managing divisions. What does that do? Stop bringing the pain home. Put your ducks in a row. And I get to repackage you under the corporate umbrella. What a concept, too. So let's play. I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people, homeless too, and people coming out of prison as well. So what happens with most of you, sorry to say, you sit around the kitchen table. You're going to have a kitchen table meeting. We're all going to talk about starting a business. Wow, what are we going to do? Let's hawk the house. Let's jack up the cards. Let's screw it up and drop our credit score to crap. Well, that's what you did. Sorry, most of you did that. You can't write up diddly squat. What's wrong with you? I don't understand. Don't take it personally, but I don't understand stupid. I really don't. It makes no sense. I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Where the blank have you been? Never bring that damn pain home. Won't you write down today's date and project 90 working days? I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. I sold the books and CDs at the Bonaventure for 32 years, 5,000 a set. I got a system that gets millions of dollars of real estate and become the bank too. So today it's $9.99 to you if you want the 18 books and CDs, or you get it free if you spend $9.99 here too. But you only get one set, all right, for free. Starting, all right, the business, running the business, oh my goodness. You don't know if the people around you are going to knock you down and catch you on the cliff, or just basically will fall off the cliff too. Hold your breath. Now here's what I do for me. Since I was 2.5 years old, every morning I get up at 2:25. I just been waking up at 2:25 because I knew as a little boy, if I stayed in bed past 2:25, that's when the abuser would show up. So I got it. My body wakes up all the time now. I go to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. And then I go look in the mirror. See, I have to put myself in check. I didn't get a real family or mommy and a daddy. All I saw was Fathers Knows Best on TV. So understand, did I complete everything? Is there more to be done? I got to put myself in check. And what do? You listen to your friends and family. That clouds your direction. You might want to listen to me. July 4, 2009. Doesn't matter, you got millions and billions of dollars in goodies, helping people 6 days a week, having fun. Got 3 yachts in my backyard too. My wife says, honey, can we take out one of the yachts? Why not? You see, we did that. All right, I found myself in a coma. I got to die, H1N1, and guess what? I'm in a different place, but I get to hear everything going on too. My tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor, but Jesus gave me a choice, stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So the bottom line is I had to move 24 times the time I was 11.5 years old. I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times. See, I got no excuses. And now that you met me, neither do you. Let's see it, believe it, go get it. Let's reprogram your brain to millionaire status. I got a book coming up this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. Being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. I'll show you the Lamborghini collection I obtained. I'll show you the Duffy. I'll show you mansions. I'll show you I broke the record. And why men do jump and stupid people say we don't. Show you more Lamborghinis. I'll show you race boats, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. All right, see, I actually attained the American dream. I got no excuses, neither do you. It's called Ray's Rules, by the way. There's that blueprint again. See it, believe it, go get it. The ability to obtain your goals, it's up to you. See, credit repair, sorry to say, it's a fraud. You think they got a magic wand or something? You can't rip off your creditors. All right, that's not going to work. So guess what? Go to federaltradecommission.com. It'll say credit repair, can't collect money from, they're all fraud. Why don't you write down section 611 and Google it today? Find out what you can do yourself. See, understand they're writing silly letters. Not mine, not kind of late. Your score goes down, it doesn't go up anymore. You see what you got to understand today? If you have a debt that's open collection account, you got to man up and woman up and take care of it. You can't rip off your creditor. Negotiate the darn thing. Now here we go. I'm going to show you 3 things that'll get you 750. You ready? All we have to do is have you negotiate any open collection account. All cards should be at 25-29% rule, but 2, and you do a rapid refresh that I invented 39 years ago too. Now you got a 750. You can sit there going all day long, or you can be a CFO for the corporation or the divisions. By the way, I call it the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Very simple to do. Here's your first 25 steps today. All right, Credit Karma, it's free. I'll analyze your credit right away. But then I want to basically tell you what you need to do. I need you to go at 1:30 on Saturdays, Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to call your case number and say, this is what you need to do. This is what I'm going to do for you too. You see, you got to be part of the program, and that's how it works. Now we're going to look at the application for Social Security card. Because when Nixon took the gold standard out, mommy had to do this at the hospital. If you did yours before then, you did it between 14 and 16 years old. Now here's the application you didn't pay attention to, and I need you to think today. Line 1 says the name to be shown on card. Full name at birth other than above, other names you use. SSN is for 1040 tax return. Look at the card in your purse or wallet today, SSN, that's Social Security card. It'll say do not laminate, don't carry with you, and it usually always says do not use for ID purposes, and you did it anyway. Then it says property of Social Administration, not you. That's the IRS, by the way. So we got an SSN to track our income so we can be taxed till we're dead. When you got your first paycheck years ago too, what happens, you thought you were ripped off by that bank and that creditor and that company you work for too. So someone pointed out, the IRS gets their cut. You get the leftover. Isn't that fun? Because it's an SSN. That's what makes us ducks and sheep. You should have paid attention a long time ago to basically the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, Supreme Court, where it says a corporation is a legal person. We the people. Why don't we again take the SSN and SS4 and file one tax return? That way we almost pay no tax ever again. Is that okay with you? You can learn to play. You get one SSN, we're all ducks and sheep. Corporation gets one tax ID. That's an 1120. When they sue the corp, they tend to sue you. It makes you a duck and you bring the pain home. Banks, they have subsidiaries. Divisions are the process I created for me, and now you get to use it too. Divisions are more privately. So guess what we get to do? We can set up a line of defense and not bring the pain home, because bringing the pain home is kind of stupid. So here I get your SSN, rebuild you. Go to the corporation divisions, building that too. Next, I need to show you an SS4. I want you to be a double CFO. I want you to learn to play, choose wisely, put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella, and give yourself a second chance. There's that application again. Line 1 doesn't lie. And then it says SSN is for what? 1040 tax return. But in the corner, it's hiding. It says SS5. By the way, that's the IRS. So let's look at the form for SS4. Banks, grocery stores, and cities use the SS4, and they file bankruptcy. Line 1 says entity or individual person. So your name could be on line 1 today, and you could have a division of you or a corporation too, if we learn to play. So let's understand, very simple. In front of you, you'll notice it says banking and credit purposes right in your face. The only form that allows this per entity happens to be an SS4. Is that okay with you? So let's understand today, corporations should only do 4 things. Buffer tax, that means no tax is due till you're profitable. Corporate credit, the only thing you can write off in the first place. Car, fleet price, hotel, buffet. From there, the divisions have 7 things to do in the beginning. Later on, it'll do 89. What does it mean? Line of defense. Screw up one, get another one. No intent to do fraud. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy wholesale price, multiple credit reports, real estate, flippity-dippity-do, and separate liability. Divisions, to me, I named them line of defense. Under the corporate umbrella, debt follows tax ID. Then I get to build cash credit reports and finance the dream. I'll give you a guarantee 100%. As long as you do what I tell you to do, you're part of the program and you follow through, I will guarantee 100%. If you violate and screw things up by jacking up cards and applying during the program, sorry to say, I'll charge you a fee or just close your case. I make millionaires. I don't have amateurs to be silly and stupid while we're trying to build you up and away. You got an open collection account, negotiate that sucker. They'll take pennies on the dollar. Past can't chase future. You got an IRS problem? Okay. They got a special form for you too. It's called the 656 433 A and B. See, there's a solution for everything. There always has been. Let's play Rapper Refresh for you. What is that going to do? Bring your score up, create green lights too. But you got to be part of the program. You got to pay attention. You got to go to class and not fall on your, you know what, too, repackaging you. It's only 3 steps, people, to get a 750. Come on. Easy to do. 750 is waiting for you. I'm going to analyze your credit. I'm going to add history. I'm going to tear it apart. I'm going to do a rapid refresh. You're going to go to class on Saturday because our target's at 750 and more. We're going to charge you $999, but I'm going to give you $1,000 card back. Kind of like reimbursing yourself too. During this broadcast only, I discount that to $499. The card becomes $500. That way you still get your money back too. Here's Zelle. Take a picture. Click. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@raycredit.com. There you go. And put RW when you Zelle. And what your Zelle for too. Now, if you want to give me referrals, that would be great. But I have to understand, you have to understand too, the rules. I will build you more credit or Zelle you back 10%. But they have to give your name the time and the moment they sign up. If not, you miss out on the bonus. Now I need you to be responsible and call 888-567, write it down, 8688. Here's our problem. They sell, all right, you on the national mailing list, the credit bureaus. You're a voter. Oh, they sell that 412 times a year. You got a corporation, you got a cable bill. Why don't you opt out for 5 years and call that number right away? But that's up to you. Now I'd like you to plan the problem from now on. That's right. I believe you've allowed a friend and family member to rip you off. I believe you spent thousands on crap that didn't work. So that's called planning the problem. Now, don't forget what I said, safety credit. Stick you behind the card. Don't jack it up. Don't get stuck. And remember, 25% maintain always, never past 29%. All right, that creates a line of defense for you. There's no excuses. You met me, and I helped set up the system in the first place. So you got 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So understand the discipline, and that sticky will help you, number 5 too. But then you're going to say, Ray, I got an emergency. And the first thing is going to come out of my mouth, knock off the crap. Stop. Focus. This is the biggest problem people do. They screw this up all the time. There's no reason to. All right. Yes. If you jack these cards up, you got stuck. You couldn't get any more. You can't write out diddly squat. That's called stupid. Okay. You're not stupid. So let's not do something stupid. Let's understand there's 2 cards on this planet that you can jack up to $1 million and they never fluctuate as long as you maintain the payment. Got it? It is your platinum and gold cards. They are your emergency cards from now on because you don't bring the pain home ever. Ever. Do you understand? Ever? Unlimited up to $1 million, they have a paid overtime limit too. What happens when most people lose their job, have an emergency? What do? Simple. They run out of time. They basically run out of time and money, and then they go jack up their credit cards in 42 days. It's like they're rushing to screw it up. I don't understand, stupid. Sorry. You see, today, let's say you needed $5,000 now. Go ask your friends, your family at the bank. They say no. But you see, they always say no when you need it. When you don't need it, here's some more. Now, here's a $5,000 card in my hand. Okay, $5,000. If I max this sucker out, the payment's $50 a month. So here's my safety credit card. And the average person wastes $50 every other day. So do you. So that means you waste $140 a week. That's $600. So let's understand. The average person pisses away $600 a month, if not more. Here are 3 cards, Wells Fargo cards, $100,000 each. If I take $50,000 off of a card, This is corporate credit right off the entry in the credit card. The payment is $612.26. What the average person wastes or pisses away in a given month, literally they can buy 2 pizza restaurants during a pandemic, all right, for what they piss away. All right, that's called common sense. So why don't we learn to play today, reach the goal, believe in ourselves. Me, I'm going to believe in God first, then me. When I kick the door jam at 10, then the basketball, all they can do is go, whoa. All I can tell you is white men do jump and stupid people. There's a lot of stupid people in this world. Say white men can't jump. Give me a break. Ultimate goal as you play the game. Now, SSN, remember I told you about Nixon taking the gold standard out? Before he did that, the government and the president took all the gold from everybody. They confiscated it. Then Nixon took the gold standard out, and every woman has to sign an SSN within 2 hours of delivering a baby. It's just the way it works. So write down Ray's rules. 100,000, a couple cards, 29% utilization. That's 71,000 of credit. Case blankets the fan, lost a job or pandemic. When you use this to start a business, that's called stupid. When you let me build corporate credit to the corporation you have, or the one I'm going to give you, we get to write it all off and write off the interest rate too. We get over the taxation. And on top of that, if we lose or screw something up, it's a division. We get rid of the damn division, we'll get another one and another one. You see, this is called have your cake and eat it too. Step number 7 today. You truly could basically become a certified CFO and stop bringing the pain home. You see, you got a goal today. There I am dead. I wish I would have just sit and go, boo. Oh, well, it didn't work that way. H1N1. Why don't you Google the address and find out I'm telling you the truth? It'll set you free. You see, I've been in that first coma, crippled. God said, and Jesus said, get up. I got up. Last one, I got to die. Come back and help you. Pay attention today. I think the devil's trying to knock us down and keep us down. But God's delays, they're not God's denials. Wow. So let's look at chapter 18. Focus. Come on. Turn these up real good. This is what I heard. I'm at the Hope family house being used and abused all the time. Nobody gives a crap, okay, about me. I'm just like a nobody. From there, I hear a corporation's a legal person. See, it's right there. It may sue or be sued. They said that. I wrote it down. They told me I was weird. Probably true. You know I did. I rode my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. I went in next to that because there's a library. I said, ma'am, what does this mean? Simple. She walked away. She was rude, and I'm 7.5 years old. I didn't know she was coming back. She came back and said, here's a mock of his, here's the book. She was a bee. I read the book. Sucks. I was looking for a blueprint. It wasn't in there. So what did I do? I went back to the library for 2 years and I designed my own blueprint for the million into the billions. Isn't that fun? You see, the lack of knowledge makes people do stupid things. Your lack of knowledge is why you basically bring the pain home. Sorry, it's just true. You might want to learn to pay attention just a little bit. I sent away my money order, Secretary of State of California, when I was 9.5 for Helping Hand Industries. I found out corps are free. You pay a little filing fee. Why did you pay $5,000 for a corp? What's wrong with you? Are you stupid or what? You didn't learn diddly squat. Why would you do that to you and kill money too? I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. Heck, I got named in the movie Dave. Isn't that fun? See, corporations and divisions, the way I designed it in 85, 86. You get to write off the trade and the credit card. You get to finance itself. Wow. Then you can be a certified CFO. Now, to pull off a stunt while I was at the Bonovich, it was fun. Harold Stokes almost turned green. I built credit to my cat to prove my point. Inc. magazine interviews me, and I said use plastic to finance a business, and the next article had exactly what I said to do. Now, I want you to get out your magic wand. I want you to have 9 divisions of you. That's right, 9 divisions of you. Write it down now. We get to play corporate umbrella. That's what we're going to do. You know, you can't have any intent to do fraud. If you allow me to get the tax ID for your corporate or your divisions, I'm allowed in my system to set up cash reports, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax under tax ID. That allows me to build cash credit cards, and line you up for checkbook money. Is that okay? So understand, if you say $1 million, I'll say 9 divisions. If you say 5 million, I'll say 41. Numbers don't lie. They're very simple to do, but it's up to you. So let's understand today. If you have a corp, I will build your divisions because you don't have any, which is kind of stupid. But what can I say? But if you don't have a corp, I'll give you one for free. Let me get you a gold card up to $1 million. My next question, would you like 9 sisters? It's easy. I've been doing this since I was 9.5 years old. It's kind of fun. But what do we get to do? Oh, every division not only gets its own credit reports, it can buy pieces of property. It can have a franchise. So if one screws up, like the banks and grocery stores do, we get to disconnect, isolate, incorporate, no intent to do fraud, bankrupt the hell out, and go get another one. But we have 8 left to go. It's a numbers game. That's why I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Your problem is you didn't learn to play. Would you like to learn to play some more today? It's up to you, because my wife says this is my hobby because I'd be bored if I wasn't doing this. Probably true. I invented division process in 85, 86. You want to play? If I get you cash credit cards for the corporation, why don't you loan out some money? I wrote in my book in page 6, cash flow free up your time. This allows you to enhance your paycheck or replace it. Which one would you like to do? I call it free money, as long as you maintain the payment. For every $50,000 loaned out, you make $2,000 cash flow for the corporation. You can create $8,000 to $15,000 per month and be an investor. What are you waiting for? You're sitting there going, beep, 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 beep. That feel good or something? I don't understand. Here's $4.6 million that I put in my bucket of money book. They're making $190,000 a month. I want to make you a cash making machine. So a money making machine. Isn't that fun? Here's some more goodies. Would you like some goodies? I like goodies. I only say things I obtain. How about you want it too? So my dashboards allow me to set up credit reports for you, corporation, division, or subsidiary. Remember, when you guarantee anything, it's a division of you from now on, and you don't ever put anything in the corporate name because that'd be stupid. They sue that, they sue you. Corporation manages divisions because it's a legal person. Wow. Sign the lease, the house, receive money. We don't pay tax and we're profitable. We can take every card and daisy chain it to 99 more. Wouldn't that be kind of fun too? Check your corporation out today. I need you to do that right away. I want you to go to SOS, Secretary of State, .whateverstateunion.gov. If you use your home address, please change it, because that's called stupid. You told the whole world where you live. I don't believe somebody be that stupid. But 87% of all corps do it. Put your ducks in a row. All right. Understand, when they sue the corp, they sue you because you became a duck, which kind of sucks. My way, line of defense. And they're more private. They're not in your face. Isn't that good? So understand division process today. I'll do the paperwork. All right. I'll do the tax IDs. I'll add the 2000 history, and we'll set up a Sparian, Transfer, and Equifax per tax ID. Very simple to do. The office sells them for $1,000 each under the corporate umbrella and real credit reports. From there, I sell them for $500 each. This was supposed to have been changed, but someone hasn't quit bugging me since 4 o'clock this morning since I've been here. So the goal is it's the last time. 9 divisions for $1,500 and 18 for $19.99 if it's Zelle during the broadcast. If it's not, it's okay. You miss out the opportunity. It's Zelle, Zelle, Zelle. Now, I'd like to get you $1 million of cash credit cards. Is that okay? I'd like to line you up for checkbook money up to 5.4 million. That should be your goal. Then I want to think about showing you exactly $100,000 to $1 million of supply and vendor credit. That way you can basically be an OPM too. And then from there, it's Dun & Bradstreet supply credit, vendor credit. Let's look at unsecured lines of credit from Bank of America, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, Chase. Maybe have a Federal Navy Fed too. You see this called checkbook money. But again, what you have to do is understand up to $5.4 million of checkbook money. You have to have corporate and a bunch of divisions. You got to create your line of defense. If you don't have a corporation that's 2 years old, okay, let me know. All right, you can wait till next year, or I have a couple left in stock. All right, and we sell them at the office for $9.99. They were filed last year. You can qualify to any state as a foreign corp and do the office list too. If you want us to do that part of the filing, we charge you $250. Now, during this broadcast only, all right, during with me now, you can get one for $299. But if you don't do it now, Then you pay $9.99. Then you blew it too. You see, I got 8 specialty classes on Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. This Saturday, we're going through Stock Kit. Stock Kit. So we charge $9.99 for the 90 days of work with specialty classes. If you want 90 days of all 8 of them. From there, if you want one class at a time, it's $4.99. It's a Zell. Remember, this has to stop jacking up cards. Now that you know that you have 2 cards that will balance your debt and you never jack up again, and then it'll affect your credit score going down. It is platinum and gold card too. The ultimate goal is now you got to pay attention. If you want to understand, the next thing is all cash credit cards require a certified CFO. If you want me to build one up for you, I charge you $9.99. If you want 4, I charge $4,000. 2 for you and 2 for the corporation. But today, during this broadcast, it's $19.98 for all 4. But that's only during the broadcast with the Zell. Ultimate goal. That's all you need to do. From here, if you ever have a problem running an order or doing Zell or anything you need to do, you can always call 800-510-3338. Ask for Scott. He's my controller. That's all you got to do. Now, if you use personal credit to start a business, I'm sorry, it's stupid. Because you can't write on diddly squat and you get stuck. And you can't get any more. If you let me build corporate credit to your corporation you have, or the one I give you, borrow money is not taxable. If anything screws up, it's a division. And you get rid of that piece as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Then you protect the corp, you protect your family. I don't understand, stupid. Why did people bring the pain home and jack up their credit? Or it makes no sense to me. See, you got to buy your lifetime income too. That's your cake and eat it too, by the way. All right, Ray's rules. Becoming a certified CFO. Never bringing the pain home. What if I gave you a check for $1 million today? You'd probably put it in your personal bank account. I call that stupid. You only get to keep $375. I would have told you put in the corporation, a division of you, pay all the bills first, pay tax on the leftover. No leftover? Oh, I guess there was no tax. See, you got to realize what the United States of America Incorporated did. 50 corporations called states. States got corporations called cities. They planned the problem. That's why they invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. They bankrupt the debt and stayed in business. You could do the same thing too, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Got it? You get to play, but I want you to Google bankruptcy today. Look at SSN, SS4. Who's going to be the duck the next time something goes wrong in your life? You and your family, or the corporate division or subsidiary. Your goal is not to bring the pain home. So let me add you to my credit system. I'll build you up to $1 million of credit. But you got to go to class and not fall on you. And you got to pay attention and abide by the rules too. So a corporation, pretty simple. All right, you paid thousands. What? An attorney, CPA, and incorporating service, and you didn't learn diddly squat? I found out they were free when I was 9.5. You pay a little filing fee. California's wiped out the filing fee till June of this year. You don't have to be a duck or a sheep. So let's show you a starter package for beginners, okay? This one here is like going to kindergarten. Starter package, just rebuild the credit, rapid rescore. Articles also text. If you don't have them, we'll give them to you for free. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're stuck with me live. National average for a corp's $3,000. This is normally $2,000 and $5,000 credit back to you, 2.5 times your money. How about we do this today during this broadcast only? I'll discount it to $9.99, give you 5 times your money back to corporate credit, $5,000, and take away your excuses. Now, what are you going to have an excuse for? All right, you're lazy or something? It's pretty simple. I rebuild your life. Million in the making, normally $5,000, you get $25,000 of credit. That's 5 times your money back. Discounted right now to $2,499. Now you get 10 times your money back with no excuses. You see, I don't like excuses. All right, it's up to you. I expedite this one 100%. Run your race, beat your doubt. Get out of my way while I rebuild you. That's just the truth. See, I want to get you past go. All right, and show you a bunch of goodies I obtained. God's gift. Mansions in the harbor, race boats, to say the Ray Reynolds University.com, and yachts too. Helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings. Why not? You see, you got to change your driver's license. That's what I want you to do. I like it to say P.O. Box, mail, and address, but do what you want. You're a grown-up. Ultimate goal, more privacy. Now let's look at your car you drive today. I'm sorry. You let him sweat you for 5 hours, treating you like a duck and a sheep. Meh, quack, quack. What happened? Oh, you lost 5,000 plus, and you got 9 inquiries too. All you had to do is write when you gave him that piece of paper, write in credit, say last one inquiry, and take a picture. You didn't set the tone then too. What's wrong with you? Are these suckers turned up, or what's going on today? See, the way you buy a car is not that way. You're going to do it my way from now on. Pay attention. Fleet price, tax ID division. Write it down. No gap insurance, doesn't show up on reports. It's a corporate car, and you're learning to be a certified CFO. If you lose a house or a car, that creditor gives it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you got two problems, IRS problem and the creditor too. Wow, you really screwed up. Congratulations. See, if you're in a bumpity bump today with all those bloodsucker attorneys on TV and they interrupt you, would you like this $160,000 check? All right, were you in the passenger? Were you in the back seat? Were you in the trunk of the car? You see, it's ridiculous. They're just ambulance chasers, in my opinion. The registered owner should be a division, so if they sue, they get diddly squat. Hell, why not? But again, planning the problem. That's what I want you to do, but it's up to you. So let's get the Lamborghinis a division. Another one too. Every property you ever get, I think it should be a division. You don't know who's going to slip, fall, and try to sue you and screw you up. Oh, basically house payment offsets taxes. Google got what, $10 billion and they didn't pay tax? Neither did Nike, neither did the airlines, and everyone I can tell you can do. Oh, by the way, they're playing the game. They get to play. They get to make billions of dollars in front of you, and you get to complain because you don't know how to play by the rules and tools. But that's up to you. See, there's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter in 24 hours using a line of credit. So basically, he's twiddly-dee, twiddly-dum. Screwed it up too. He does that to most businesses, by the way. He's not the richest guy on the planet currently today, but he's got a spaceship. They basically didn't get to launch this morning and the other day too. Ultimate goal. The other guy's got a spaceship. So's the other guy. So you can learn to play the game if you want to. All right, you can join the club, you can win the battle. But you got to pay attention and turn these up today. Now, Carl here doesn't pay tax, state or federal, because his lines of credit more than the billions he brings in. Walt Disney in your face in Newsweek, they don't want to pay tax on $1 billion, so they wrote an IOU. It's in Newsweek. They call it duck taxes. Borrow money is not taxable. Leveraging money to more money. So if you ever have a problem doing an order during my live webinar now, 800-510-3338. Just ask for Scott. He's my controller. He'll take the order for me too. Ultimate goal, run your life through a corporation or conjunction. That's what I tell you to do. Then the next thing is pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. It's simple. Your paycheck is what? Taxable income? You get the leftover, then you pay the car payment, the gas, registration, insurance. Once you'll know. And drive company cars like I do. So anything that makes sense. Step number 17. Why don't you get an SS4 today? You'll see it says banking and credit purposes. It's public record. It's free. You see, you'll find I'm telling you the truth today. You didn't have to be a duck or a sheep. You can learn to play. Step number 18 today. Play. There's Mama. Nixon took the gold standard out. Mama did the SSN, put the baby in the stroller, car seat, and goes home. Baby's not getting a job, but the ultimate goal is pretty simple today. Oh, you buy a house, it's escrow, close, homestead, trust. Oh, you have a house today, not in a trust? I'm sorry, that's stupid. They sue you, they take it away. When you die, it's stuck in the probate. Your family got diddly squat. You didn't plan the problem. When you fix up a property today, you hire the contractor. Oh, goody. They hire the subcontractors that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. When they slip, fall, and cut corners and they sue you, they screw you and take everything you got. My way, they get diddly squat. Why not? You might want to pay attention today. Why don't you get a copy of an irrevocable trust? But do what you want. That's step number 19, by the way. Ultimately, go 6 more to go. I get people all the time, Ray, I don't want to pay tax. It's like, knock off the crap. You can play the game with the IRS and win. You see, Wesley Snipes tried to do it your way. He went to prison for 3 years. Violated, went to $5 million of what? Penalty. So we don't play that. We can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Go back to irs.gov, 656-433-AB. Get your butt back in the system. That's step number 20 today. Ultimate goal, be an OPM. Save up to 70%. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days. Close escrow, we have 200,000 left over. Don't like most people do. They act like they're rich and they piss it away and they're broke the next day. We're going to use Ray's rules. We're going to leverage it to $15 million. You see, borrow money is not taxable. Line of defense. Ultimate goal, that's step 21. Blackjack, you get to win. What a concept too. So we'll understand today. There's my building in 2009. I got to die in a coma and find out I'm broke and homeless again. That sucks. That building and the other three in other states doing up to $1 million a day. What am I going to do? Go home and boo-hoo-hoo? I didn't have a home at the time. I was homeless again with my wife and kids. What did I do? I took out my blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. And then I took out and what? My closet divisions. And I always have about $50 million of credit to play. Which book would I like to take out today? You see, then I build another $1 million of credit under the corporate umbrella. You get to play step 22 if you want. 1,000 steps to millionaire. Learn to be the certified CFO. Here's that corporation. Again, it's a legal person. We get credit to the corporation and the divisions. Divisions are your line of defense under the corporate umbrella. The ultimate goal, tax ID, credit reports, cash credit, line you up for checkbook money. Every tax ID is entitled to an Experian, Transit, and Equifax. Why would anybody take and screw up their personal credit when they never have to? I don't understand, stupid. Do you understand, stupid, yet? So when they want $1 million, it's 9 divisions. When they want basically 5 million, it's 41. Numbers don't lie. It's simple to do today. Last chance, because I was going to change it, but I haven't stopped running since 4 o'clock this morning that I've been here. 2,000 of history added, tax IDs. Office is 1,000 each. Today, I normally, under the corporate umbrella, building the credit reports for you, charge $500 each. Today, it's 9 for $1,500, 9 for 15, 18 for $19.99. It is a Zelle only bank transfer, deposit, or wire now. If it's not, don't worry, you just blew it. What is you willing to lose? Family? No. Corporation? No. Division? If we play chess today my way, we're both losing pieces on both sides. But we're going to both get checkmate. That's the game to stop not bringing the pain home. To stop bringing the pain home. Refer people? Great. I'll build you more credit or sell you back 10%. But they got to say they're referred when they sign up, not a week later. Now, I love Lamborghinis and big buildings too. Reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. I make millionaires all the time through corporations and structures and divisions and train them to be a certified CFO. Ultimate goal. Remember I said credit, loan, and money. This is a way you can actually get a cash flow and have financial freedom the rest of your life to the corporation. But again, it's up to you because I like goodies. Would you like to be a corporate millionaire? Let me know because I make millionaires all the time. So don't forget on the 28th, 29th, I have this review of the 18 books and CDs. You might want to come play with me. If you're in the 26, 25 people, 6-month group, it's $1,000 today. I was going to change it back to $19.99. It better be done now. From there, if you want to join us, you can. But if you want, I'll give you a bunch of bonuses. That way you get level 1, 2, and 3 specialty classes, 50,000 of credit. And the bottom line for this, it's normally $5,000. Today it's discounted to $39.99 with bonuses and reduced to $19.99 with no bonuses. And it's online with me. It is a Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Making you a money-making machine should be the goal. So keep in mind, all right, credit lines we do all the time. For clients only, if you're not a client, it's 10%. If you're a client, it's very simple. I have 2 discounted today, $50,000, $1,500, $100,000, $2,500. It's online only. If it's not done now, you blew it. You missed the opportunity. It is definitely a Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@rayscredit.com. In the message, you put what you Zelle for, and you always put RW. From there, if you add you to my credit system, show you how to get your $5 million mansion too. Remember, I want to do is analyze you. Once I can analyze you, I can tell you what you need to do on your part so we can get that 750 in 90 working days. Remember, Never have joint credit assist in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Corporation, I don't understand why people spend thousands when they're free. Little filing fee. They kill money, and that's just called being stupid. Corporation needs divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, line of defense. Ray's rules are pretty simple. I like getting bonus cash credit so you can finance the American dream and take away your excuses. All right, excuses don't put food on the table. Step 24. 750's wedding, that's all you want me to do? Let me analyze, add history, tear apart your reports, do a rapid rescore, get you to go to class so you don't fall on your what, and there's 750 score, charge you $9.99, give you a $1,000 card back. From there, during the broadcast, it's discounted half price to $4.99. You get a card for $500. Now I'm your coach for 90 days. You want a corporation or you have one, it's simple to do. Starter package, rebuild the credit. Rapid rescore. Articles also tax ID free if you don't have them. If you have them, we'll build what you got. From there, set up level 1 live with me on Saturday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Discounted online right now to $9.99. And you get a $5,000 card back to you, 5 times your investment. No more excuses. Made in the makings, $5,000 normally, $25,000 of bonus cash credit, 5 times your investment. But now it's discounted at $24.99 today, so you get 10 times your money back. It's better than being in Vegas. So the reality is I expect this one 110%. There's your Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. It's up to you. Ever have a problem placing an order during a webinar? 800-510-3338. Just ask for Scott. He's our controller too. From there, the corporation, always remember, your banks and grocery stores file bankruptcy on locations. Those are called subsidiaries. Your corp needs to have divisions, so you build a line of defense. They sue the corp, they sue you. Doesn't that make you a duck or a sheep too? The goal is very simple today. Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and understand simple, reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look beyond the curtain. Stay safe, stay strong. You do your best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to you. So let's understand today. It's very simple. I can repackage anybody. It just depends on what they're trying to do. So keep in mind, at the end of the day, what I offered is only good now. If you have a problem, sell anything you need to do, all you got to do is call 800-510-3338 and ask for Scott. The ultimate goal is to do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.